So today we have Mrs. Ursula Renee. I want to thank you so much for being on our show today. Thank you for being a cast member on the short film NELLA. Now, Ursula, can you please let everyone know who you are and what you do?
Oh, sure. So thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here, and congratulations on your show. You're doing so many wonderful things, and on your first film. This is your first. Is Ursula Renee, as mentioned, and I'm an actress, author, entrepreneur. I do so many different things, but I portray the mother of Nella in the film. I don't know if I was supposed to tell so soon, but yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You were. And congratulations on being an author, an amazing actress. We're going to get more into that in a second. I mean, you really blew my mind when I asked you to record. I was like, I told guys, listen, I told Ursula this was dead in the middle of the year during COVID 2020. And I was like, I need extra clips. And nobody really wanted to get together and shoot these scenes, because everybody was masked up and they kept telling us stay 6 feet apart, remember? And it was so unfortunate because I started this in January of 2020. So I transitioned out of a career that I had been in for over 14 years. And then I still pressed forward with finishing up this film. And I reached out to Ursula last minute. You had come in and auditioned at Grade A Radio, remember?
I remember that. And I'll have to tell you, because Joe, who was in the film, okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves, but he told me about the audition. So I met him. We were outside talking about it because I used to tell him about different auditions to go to. And that I thought he would be great for. I met him at my very first audition. So I guess we'll talk about Joe as one of the characters in the film as well. But I met him in my very first audition, which was actually a little bit before the pandemic, January 2020. And we just became fast friends. And I just thought he was so talented. So if I saw something I thought he would be a perfect fit for, I would always tell him. So he used to joke that I was his agent or his manager. I just wasn't getting paid. And so he used to always tell me that. But he told me about a couple of things, and Nella was one of them. So we met outside of your radio station, and I was kind of vlogging then, because the experience was, if I start doing something new in a particular area, I might vlog or video or take some photos just to kind of not only track what I'm doing, but it might encourage someone else if there's something they've been thinking about doing, to just take the leap, if it's going to inspire them. So if I'm working out or, eating healthy or something like that, I may post small clips just to kind of encourage someone else. So that's kind of what I was doing at the time. So I think I have clips from inside of the radio station, but so
I do actually have a few clips from the inside. You guys, you did amazing that day. The problem was I couldn't pick everybody. That was the thing. I was like, I didn't know who would fit what part. And as I was trying to pull this whole 30 minutes together, I was like, Ursula was really good. I need a mom role, and I think she'll smash it. And you did. You delivered. Do you want to tell them how you pulled that scene off?
Oh, sure. So, and I should say, I don't have kids, but I think, naturally being like a woman, so you told me I was giving birth. Now, it was interesting because the timing was everything. So if you had your auditions early before the pandemic in 2020, I don't think I joined the was it? It had to have probably been toward the end of 2020.
It was, yeah. It was definitely the second half, the latter half. Yep. And I randomly emailed you about it too.
Yes. So that had happened. Actually, the pandemic just made everything so crazy because it happened more than once where I'm sure a lot of people started things before the pandemic and we didn't know where this was going, how it was going to affect anything. So some people jumped right back in and started working in May, they picked up their projects and just started working May, June, July. And some people waited 2021. I sometimes I got emails or calls asking, oh, well, remember this project I started in like February of 2020. Do you mind doing such and such? But yeah, so when you reached out to me, I think what was unique about the timing of it all, I know I didn't audition for the mom, and I hadn't yet in my career played somebody's mom before. So I had played so many different roles, but I had not been cast as somebody's mother before. And I tell people, like, it had to have been like August. Someone asked me to portray someone's mom, and it's sort of like, the universe was waiting for me to say, okay, yeah, I'm willing to do it, because after then it was just like,
oh, that's crazy.
Yes, then all of a sudden I was everybody's mom. So
wow.
Yeah, it just, so the timing of it was just right, because I had done it. It was like, okay, so this time, because I had been a mom of like an adult, like of adult children, of small kids, and so this was the first time someone had asked me to give birth. I just pride myself on just jumping right in if it's a role or a project that I believe in. I'm just like, okay, if it's something that I haven't done, I'm like game. So I just thought, okay, I have my little wet look that I put together for my hair. And I was thinking about someone that I knew who had given birth at home. And so I had like that picture in my head. So that's how I kind of moisturized my face for the sweat, and my hair was wet, and I was thinking more of a pool birth at home. But yeah, it just worked out. I was happy with the way that it came out. But I actually had helped Joe with his scenes. And then he helped me with, because I filmed it somewhere else, but he helped me with my scene. And I like the way it came out.
The old saying is so true. We come in this world alone, and you're damn sure gonna die alone. My mother gave birth to me in that bed, alone. No doctors, no nurses, no doulas. Just her, God, and whatever faith she had left. Life challenges us from all angles. Our families.
And then I like the voiceover that you ended up doing with it. I was like, okay, this is great, because I didn't know. I was like, well, where are you gonna, like, how does that fit in?
How does that fit in? Yeah, I had no idea. Everything was on the fly, and like I said, it was 2020. Everything was up in the air. Everything was super uncertain, and I just appreciate you for responding back to that email and really dedicating yourself to this project, because again, it was my very first film. I've not gone to film school. I knew nothing about piecing things together. I know how to edit, and that's it. So I was like, I'm hoping that this really comes together. And I was just taking facets of some people that I know of their life and wanting to show the world that, there's so many challenges out there for women, especially women of color. And I really thank you for portraying that role, because you killed it.
I just think it was just wonderfully placed, a good introduction to the film. And as I said, I love the voiceover. So when I finally saw it, I thought, okay, this is a great story. And I just, I was happy to be a part of it. So thank you for including me.
Oh, absolutely. I just feel like the stars aligned and it was necessary to happen. Yeah. And shout out to Joseph. He definitely did a great job. I actually revised NELLA. So for those who are watching this right now, you guys can click the link on NELLA. Joseph has a pretty substantial part there. He's playing the ex-husband of NELLA, and he's regretting hooking up with you, actually. Another version of you. Not the mother you, but another version. Of you. And, yeah, you guys did a great job too.
Like I remember, like, the day we got together to do some of those things. Like, we just made it work for this film. I am so delighted with the way that editing is a huge part of bringing everything together. So that's good that you know how to edit. That's huge in the the production process.
Yeah, so. Exactly. It helped a lot, because I didn't have any help. Zero help. So when I look back at this film later on in life, I'm gonna be like, wow, I did my best. I did decent. And you guys smashed. Yeah, I am. And I'm proud of you guys as well. Like, there is no way to really express how talented you and the rest of the cast are. I mean, you guys are really, truly natural, talented individuals. And I'm so proud to see everyone who has just continued to thrive and continue in this industry. It's just amazing. And actually look forward to finding some of the films that you're in. A lot of the other cast members that are doing this business and they're taking it seriously. I know I'm going to see you guys at the top. So I'm super excited.
Oh, wonderful. I believe that for you too. You're just into so much. When I saw you had multiple shows and you're just doing so many different things and a businesswoman and, the pandemic, we either were going to sink or swim. Encourage people so I'm super proud of a film I was a part of called Deception. It was just one of the most popular movies and #1 Black movie on Tubi. Deception. Yes. A Justin Williams film. So really proud of that one. And that is actually the first time I played somebody's mom. It just came out this year, but I filmed that maybe a year ago before it came out. And I was really pleased with the way that it looks. So I want everybody to check out Deception on Tubi. It's a great story. The quality is super exceptional. So I love that. And it introduced me to some of the people are part of that project are based in Hollywood, and they've been so supportive of me and all of the cast in the project. And as we were talking about positive affirmations, I'm looking to expand and grow because they've been so encouraging toward me and others. So I want people to check out that. Also on YouTube, Sunday Dinner is a web series that I was a part of. And I just think the cast and the crew are very talented. So we did that series the earlier part of last year, and it came out a little later. So Sunday Dinner is a web series on YouTube. It came out really well. So the director he spent some time in Los Angeles, and I want to say he has his master's, and that could have been what he was doing in Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. But the director of my particular episode, because I'm in episode 3, she's also in school now. She is for a related major, just studying the craft. People are just trying to get better, and I just thought she did a phenomenal job. Julia and Dante are just like so gifted and talented. But that's Sunday Dinner on YouTube, and I'm working on a couple of other features that are in the works. I always tell people, when you're an actress or something related to the business, you're either finishing a project, working on a project, or auditioning for one. So, I'm always just super busy. I was working, there's a talk show that I've been a part of. We've done about 3 episodes at this point. So we're still trying to grow. So I think you're doing a great job. And I just love when, like dialogue and podcasts are, I listen to them myself. So it's been very, that's been a rewarding process. So we're still growing that particular talk show. It comes on a local Houston channel, Afrocentric Network, which is
nice.
So 15.8 Afrocentric TV, actually, Fridays and Saturdays. So we have some good time slots, like 8 p.m. on Friday, noon on Saturday. So we're still growing that, and I'm excited about working with the ladies on that particular project. So
that is so phenomenal, and it's nothing short of who you are, so definitely kudos to you. Congratulations on all your amazing accolades, and keep going.
Thank you.
Definitely. Yeah. And I want to just thank you again for sharing some of your time with us tonight. Thank you for being, again, a cast member of NELLA. And like I said, it's official now. No copyright strikes. Yay! Because one thing about YouTube, they are going to pull that thing down or check your videos and say, hey, where'd you get that music from? So if I could give advice to filmmakers or people who are out there starting out, make sure that you are getting royalty-free music. from your artist, because sometimes artists are creating music from least beats and they don't realize the business side of things. So it takes time. It takes time. All right. But anyways, Ursula, we want to thank you. I hope that you continue to do great things. I know that you will. Keep us posted and we love to have you back. All right.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much for having me. And I look forward to joining everyone again. So
Definitely.
thank you.
Absolutely. And guys, make sure you check out NELLA. It's available now. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on this YouTube channel. And please share the link. It costs you $0. Let's support the actors and the actresses.